back at it again, and we have one here where some enraged parents are letting their voices be heard. But before we hop into it, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you would like to help me out even more, okay, hit that arrow button down below, copy the link, text it to a friend, a neighbor, all right, a family member. Doesn't matter. You can even send it via DM on Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, all right, to help these videos reach more and more people. And also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel already, all right? It's totally free. It's totally free to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. And make sure you guys are following me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below as well in the description box. But with all that being said, let's dive in.
I am the direct descendant of the North American.
Oh, let me move my head out of the way. There we go. Now y'all can see what that says. Watch this dad's speech against critical race theory at a school board meeting.
I am the direct descendant of the North American slave trade. On my mother's side, my ancestors were enslaved in Alabama. On my father's side, we were enslaved in Texas. I am not oppressed. I'm not oppressed, and I'm not a victim. I'm neither oppressed nor oppressed, and I'm not a victim.
Attendees of the meeting were instructed to stand if they agree with the sentiment of the speaker.
I'm neither oppressed nor a victim. I travel all across this country of ours, and I check into hotels, and I fly commercially, and I walk into retail establishments.
I don't know why this is like so choppy. What in the world is going on? Sorry about that, y'all. That's not me. That's like the actual video. What in the world? It's like super like choppy. It's like jumping around. It's not like crazy. It's not like super bad. But, you know, I watch videos every single day, so I notice it. You know what I mean? But bear with me.
And I order food in restaurants. I go wherever I want, whenever I want. I am treated with kindness, dignity, and respect, literally from coast to coast. I have 3 children. They are not oppressed either, although they are victims. I've taught my children they are victims of 3 things: their own ignorance, their own laziness, and their own poor decision making. That is all.
Tell him again, brother. Tell him again. I love that. I love that. I'm stealing that. Absolutely.
They are victims. I've taught my children they are victims of 3 things: their own ignorance, their own laziness, and their own poor decision making.
The next time somebody cries and tells me that they're a victim, I'm also, yeah, you are a victim. You are a victim of your own ignorance, your own laziness, and your poor decision making. Do not debate with me about being a victim. I'm gonna make you feel real bad about yourself. One more time, brother, please. I love that. Love that.
Either, although they are victims. I've taught my children they are victims of 3 things: their own ignorance, their own laziness, and their own poor decision making. That is all. My children, we are not victims of America. We are not victims of some unseen 190-year-old force that kind of floats around in the ether. Putting critical race theory into our classrooms is taking our nation in the wrong direction. Absolutely. Racism in America would by and large be dead today if it were not for certain people and institutions keeping it on life support. And sadly, very sadly, one of those institutions is the American education system.
Yep.
I can think of nothing more damaging to a society than to tell a baby born today that she has grievances against another baby born today simply because of what their ancestors may have done 2 centuries ago. There is simply no point in doing that to our children. And putting critical race theory into our classrooms in part does that. Putting critical race theory into our classrooms is not combating racism. It's fanning the flames of what little embers are left. I encourage you to support this resolution.
Following the speech, the school board voted 3-2 to ban CRT. Isn't that lovely? But who are these 2 folks? Expose them. Expose them. I need names.
racism die the death it deserves. Support this resolution. Let racism die the death it deserves, and let's keep living the life of the country that we are. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, look at that. Look at that. One of the school board. Well, hey, listen. I know she wasn't one of the two. Let's guess here. Let's have a little bit of fun. Out of these 5 members, because it was a 3-2 vote, who do you think were the 2 people that voted to keep CRT in the schools? I can guarantee you it wasn't her. Wait, you can't even see my cursor there. Hold on. I can guarantee you it wasn't her. She's standing up clapping. I don't think it was him. He's smiling. I know for sure he was one of them. Can you guess what gave it away? Can you guys tell what gave that one away? Why do I think he was the guy that voted yes? He was one of the 2. You know, can you tell me? All right, so here are 2 people that voted to get rid of it. There's 2. And then obviously, like I said, this is one of the guys that voted to keep it. Now these 2 guys on either end, I can't tell. What do y'all think? Man, they both kind of have the same expression. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say these 3. Boom, this lady in the blue, him in the black, this guy in the black, all voted to get rid of it. And these 2 voted to keep it. So Dave and Kevin voted to keep it. And the only reason why I say Kevin, well, first off, because it's kind of hard to tell, you know, which one of these 2 did it. But I mean, he's sitting the closest to the one of the for sure 2. So, you know, maybe they're buddies, maybe they're, you know, good friends because they agree. So he sat next to him in the meeting. I don't know. That's my conclusion. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, all right? Let's continue on.
Their job is to teach our kids.
Oh, man. I keep blocking off the words here. Sorry, y'all. Parents across the country are speaking to school boards about CRT.
It's math, science, biology, literature, and that's it. Not ideology. Now you want to push garbage crap like pronouns? How the hell does that keep a kid from succeeding? How does that help them? Does that teach them how to add? You want to push that garbage down my kid's throat? I will make you call my kids king and queen. That's how we'll address my sons and my daughter. And you look at me, you call me master. You want that pronoun to be in your mouth when you look at me?
When you talk about critical race theory, which
you call my pronoun is master. Massa. When you address me, you say massa. I'm pretty sure we've checked out this
is
clip.
pretty much going to be teaching kids how to hate each other, how to dislike each other. That's pretty much what that's pretty much, I don't care what you say, it's pretty much what it's going to all come down to. You're going to deliberately teach kids, this white kid right here got it better than you because he white? You're going to purposely tell a white kid, oh, the black people are all down and suppressed. How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? How did I get, first of all, time up, because I only got 5 minutes now, 5 minutes. 2 medical degrees. No mom, no dad in the house. Worked my way through college. Sat there and hustled my butt off to get through college. You gonna tell me somebody that looked like all y'all white folks kept me from doing that? Are you serious? Not one white person ever came to me and said, well, son, you're never gonna be able to get nowhere because you know the black people. But guess what? What's sickening about this whole thing is what y'all doing right now is already something I do in my community right now to speak out against stuff, because black folks are getting told by other black folks, oh, you know you ain't gonna be able to do nothing out there in the world because them white folks ain't gonna let you get no, oh, you know you're not gonna be able to do it here because you know the white man gonna keep you down. Well, how did I get where I am right now?
Wow. Parents letting their voices be heard. And that is something that we have to continue. We cannot let off the gas on that type of discussion. We got to let our voices be heard and let these folks know this is unacceptable. You know, test scores have shown that our kids' education has declined drastically. It's because we're focusing on everything except for education. You know, we're teaching kids BS. We're more concerned with how kids feel than what kids are actually learning when it pertains to reading, writing, science, and math. Oh, we want to make sure you feel safe. Man, since when did feeling safe even matter? Like, well, that's a made up thing that you've put into these kids' heads. Oh, I don't feel safe because there's not a flag hanging up in the classroom, and you're not talking to me. Man, stop it. Stop it with the bogus BS. Stop it. Man, this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. And it was great to see some fathers, you know, standing up and letting their voices be heard loud and proud. And in the case of the first one, I'm sure he helped sway that decision, the 3-2 decision, which is honestly crazy because 2 people voted to keep CRT in schools. Ridiculous. But then also, and I'll end it with this, I completely agreed with what that first dad said. Where is he at? This guy. Completely agree with what he said when he said keeping that in the schools is just fanning the flames of racism. Let it die. And it reminds me of what I believe it was Morgan Freeman. He was in an interview, and the interviewer asked him, I forgot what exactly he asked him, you know, the exact wording. But he said something about racism. Like, how do we get rid of racism or something? And Morgan Freeman replied, you stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. Let it die. But you have all of these people on the left and these race hustlers out here that want to keep racism alive, so they keep harping on it at every chance that they get. Why? Because it's part of their tactic to win. It's part of their tactic to keep Republicans out of, it's part of their tactic to keep minorities from voting for Republicans. Republicans are racist, you know? So they have to keep that word alive and well. That's just my humble opinion. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.